Now this is what's supposedly rumored to be the new design, and again, I'm not a designer, you know. I may not know shit from shit, but I'm very passionate about motorcycles, and I've been interested in a while. And I must say, what the fuck is this Ducati? I mean, are you kidding me? Please, please do not fucking let this be the new Ducati. Come on, look at the fucking tank, dude. And the fucking seat cowl looks like shit. Are they really gonna mount the shock like that? Maybe it'll work better, maybe not. I don't know. But what the fuck, dude? The one thing I can say is that at least mounting the exhaust down here seems cool. It gets it out of the way. Maybe it's less weight. It'll bring the center of gravity lower. But what the fuck, man? Please, please don't let this be the new one. Not that I'm gonna fucking buy one. I don't have the money to buy a Ducati. But Christ, man. Like, look at the overall aesthetic of this thing. What the fuck? What are they copying? Yamaha? Remember the R1 or the R6 had something like this where it dips down. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Was it the CBR? Like, please tell me that Ducati isn't looking to the Japanese for styling cues. I don't know. Maybe, hey, oh, it's something, you know, it makes the bike work better. Okay, sure. Fine. You know, if it looks ugly, you're probably not going to sell a lot. And we all remember what happened last time Ducati made a questionable looking bike. I'm sure I don't have to remind any of yous. The fucking 999. Now, if we look at this one on the bottom right, it looks actually kind of cool. And it is a cool bike. It's a Ducati. It's a fucking Superbike. It had a lot of cool features on it. I believe the seat and rear cowl were adjustable for size. The pegs, you could adjust those up and down. I think even the handlebars. But this light, I mean, the subframe that even the designer said looked like shit. But because, you know, they didn't have enough money, you know, I'm sure they must have been blasting through research and development money for this thing. And the rear arm is, oh god, what the fuck, dude. Man, if this thing, and like I've always said, if they just had made this the new Super Sport bike, all would have been right with the world, dude. They should have just made this the new Super Sport. But whatever, nevertheless, it is what it is. And you know, this thing was only in, I think, production for, what, 3, maybe 4 years, and it was fucking canceled. Even though it did do good in World Superbike, and I'm sure it was a great performer, it's a Ducati. This isn't a Japanese bike. It has to look the way it has to look. They even, I heard the designer even got death threats. Him and his fucking dog got death threats. That's how serious the Italians are about design. It has to look good. I mean, what was wrong with this one? This thing, what was wrong for, like 7 years, this design? This style with tweaks to it? I mean, look at this thing. Look how fucking gorgeous this thing is. Still to this day, look how awesome this thing is, how beautiful. Just how it just flows, man. Everything is where it should be. You know, the pipes end right underneath the tail. The exhaust just looks nice. It just fits in there beautifully. I bet they could remake this thing today with the new engine and frame, and it would still probably outsell both of the new bikes. Anyway, I don't want to go off on too much of a rant here and make this video too long, since I don't have too many details. This is a 1098R, beautiful bike. And even when this came out, I was kind of like, wow, it's a different design. I mean, it was cool. It seemed a little bit more safer way to go. It was more towards the 996. I mean, and I love this bike, man. I'd love to have one of these. It's got the revised single-sided swing arm. It's got a little thinner walled but thicker overall diameter tubing for the frame, which looks cool. It looks more badass. Still got the 2 dual pipes in the back, which, I mean, it's still cool. I think I like the way the 996 ended right with the end of the tail, personally. But this is a great bike. I'd love to have one of these for the street. Even the 848. But again, man, I hope. I've seen a few shots of the Ducati, but I just hope that this is not the new Ducati. I hope. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Later.